Yeah, bridging the gap. Nyomi Banks, the goddess. Tune in. Hey yo, Black, where we at? Elements. Got a problem? What's the issue? Ask Nyomi for advice, she will bless you. Is it sex, love, or relationships? If your spirits are down, you can get a daily uplift. Just listen every word that she speaks. Setting trends with hashtags for every day of the week.
All right. It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, and welcome to another episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. This is where we're talking about love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more while bridging the gap in between them all and teaching the world about sex, love, language, attitude, and spiritual uplifting. And tonight's topic is going to be really, really fun. I've been trying to do this topic for the past, since January. We're talking about some menage a trois, a threesome, a trois, all of that.
Yeah, I came to work early.
You came to work early today. I see you got your cup ready. You ready to go. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. I know we just started, but we got to go to the sponsors first. And we're going to come back, and then we're going to be talking about some menage a trois and what's the good and the bad about it and everything in between. All right, Sexy Is Cosmetics is our very first sponsor. Let's do it. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks. And Sexy Is Cosmetic is our official sponsor here at Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. So you guys make sure you go by sexyiscosmetic.com and let them know Nyomi sent you. Get a great discount. They are naturally 100% organic, vegan. They sell everything from soap to scrubs to everything for you to keep you sexy always. Sexy Is Cosmetics. Use the code AskNyomi for a 10% discount. All right. Well, thank you, Sexy Is Cosmetics. It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks. Again, welcome to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap here. I got to make sure before we get anything started, my co-host, my dog pound Mike. Mike, what's going on, baby?
What's up, Naomi?
I see you real loud now.
Oh, hell yeah.
You feeling really good right now. This your type of topic, huh?
You know it.
This your type. You like that add plus one. Plus one.
Plus 303, baby. 303.
All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody who came out last week. Make sure you like, share, comment, everything. I'm liking how I see the comments coming along. Thank you, babies. Thank you, babies. But tonight we're going to have a little fun. And within this fun, we're going to try to educate you on some things as well as we'll be talking about a menage a trois, a threesome, which we call trois, all of those things like that. We're gonna talk about that. Now, if you guys been listening to me for the past few weeks, I truly been trying to do this topic for the longest. And let me tell you the reason why I did this. Probably about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I actually had a guy that actually wrote in about him and his wife actually wanting to have a threesome. And so how they actually started it off, and if you guys can go, I posted at the end of this to where I actually gave him some advice on him and his wife about doing a threesome. His thing is that he was going like on Pornhub and trying to hook up with people from there, I guess, in their little chat areas and stuff like that. And I told him, I didn't think that was, such a good idea because, they were strangers. So my thing was for him and his wife to, kind of go to swingers club.
Right.
Swing club. So this is what I want to do. I want to kick it off like this. So I'm going to read just a little bit on what he said or what he asked, and then my response on what he said. And then I'm going to give you the description of, I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. I'm going to give you my, my top tips on, for first timers of doing it, and just show, kind of share some experiences that I had as well. Okay. But we're going to do, because I just lied. I just said I was going to read this Ask Nyomi thing, and I lied because I'm not. Because guess what? I'm about to try to be real nosy right here. Real nosy. Dog pound Mike.
Yep. What's up?
For you.
Mm-hmm.
You had some threesomes?
Oh, yes, I had.
How many threesomes you had?
I had 3.
Three.
3.
Yeah. Okay, 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3. I got another one. Rate them. Rate first one. Age.
First one, I was young. I was like 17.
Oh, we can't
18.
talk. We can't say that. We can't say that
I
here.
was 18.
You, yeah.
Okay. I won't say
He was okay.
I ain't gonna say the numbers. I was in school.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I was in school.
You was in school.
Yeah.
So was this a threesome or
Yep.
was this a train?
A threesome.
It was a threesome. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Me 2 girls.
You and 2 girls.
Of course, girls. Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
I meant to say they was twins.
Shut up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
You know, this is some stuff you see in an adult movie. You know, really seriously.
And you know, so I ain't know nothing about no adult movies back then. I didn't know watch no.
So you were just
movies.
making your own little movie there, huh?
You know, I was just they you know some they was some experience. They was experienced. They knew they was doing.
And they were twins.
Yes, they were.
And y'all got down like that,
They
huh?
got down like that, but they didn't get down with each other.
Okay, just with you.
Right.
Just with you.
Right.
So that experience for you compared to the other 2 that you have, because now you have 3. So right now, you say what was that experience from a 1 to 10?
Oh, so I get it an 8, 9.
Ooh.
It was the first one.
Hey.
I was young. I was a man.
I hear you. I
know?
hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Your second one.
My second one was I was in my 20s,
Mhm.
up there. And this one, you know, I dated somebody and they set it up, you know. So when they set it up, it was okay, but we in a relationship.
Okay.
And when you're in a relationship with someone, they set you up to have a threesome. Sometimes it's more for them than it is for you. First of all, they ain't gonna bring they ain't gonna bring no 10 to the party. You know. So I was all right, but you know, hey, bring me a 10. But they was just trying to please me.
Okay.
They thought, but then they would please themselves as well.
Okay.
You know, but if I'm in a threesome, you know, who I'm with gonna be a 10. So bring a 10. You know, I'm a 10, my girl a 10, and we need a 10 to make 30.
Make 30.
Don't bring no 5 and we only 25. You know what I mean?
That's on a quarter of okay, got you.
Right. You know,
got you.
So that's the thing. And you know, it's like when somebody brings another one to you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's what level it's on and it's who it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was for pleasing me, but since I was in a relationship with the person at the time, I guess they felt cautious as well.
Right.
To the table.
Right.
So you gotta have trust in that threesome.
Right. All right, your third one.
My third one, it was kind of like a mutual thing that just happened. Me and a girl and another girl, you know, it just kind of happened, talking, a little drinking, and things just evolved. And that was, you know, that was a 10 as well, because I think my girl at the time, she was really excited, appreciated me with another, you know, me with another girl,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that may be rare to find in some situations when your girl want to see you with another girl,
right?
You know, even though she was involved, but then she was more like a voyeur as well.
A voyeur. That's me. I'm a voyeur. I mean, I like to get in the midst of it, you know, too. But I am a voyeur. I like to see someone please my man and see his excitement, and his excitement excites me.
As it should be, you know.
Yeah, his excitement excites me. So so let me be honest. I've had maybe 2. No, because it happened with the same person like 2 or 3 times with the same dynamic. Let me say the same dynamic in my personal life. But you know, of course, on screen I had it several different times. You know, you know, with several, you know, because they were hired. You know, so I had it with several different times.
Right.
And they all been some really good experiences. Really, it has been. I think the one that I had off camera in my personal life has actually prepared me for having it on camera.
Okay.
And I totally remember that. I remember when LT, my very first one on screen was with LT, and oh my God, what's her name? Beautiful. I think she was like Latina, like something like that, mixed with like, oh my God, what is her name? I have to come back to that later, with that one later. But that experience was really good because it kind of prepared, because honestly, even within that threesome, that was really my first time being with a woman as well.
Okay.
So even though I kissed a woman before, I never went all the way with a woman before, but that was my first time experience that, relationship. So for me, so let me go back. So for me, that was good, but let me go back. So the guy that wrote in, he wrote in about him and his wife, and they were looking to bring someone else into their bedroom. And he said they had been, trying to search for a while, and they said it got pretty close to getting somebody to come, to them. Then something happened, and it kind of like, whatever. So when he wrote into me, he was like, I want to make sure that I'm not being disrespectful, but I truly wanted to ask somebody that I figured that I would get, a straight answer from. He said, me and my wife, we are very sexual, and we love watching porn and adult movies and things of that sort together, and we get turned on. And he said, I want to bring another man into, our bedroom so I can see another man pleasing my woman. And I was like, oh, okay, I can help you out with that, So he asked me, did I do it in my personal life? Is that something that married couples are supposed to be doing? He asked all of those questions. And I guess for me, it depends on that relationship that you are in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know I probably got some family members up. Did she really say that? Yes, I said that. But if that is what it is that makes your relationship and is good, then do it. And that's one of the things that I was told, even what I told with him in writing. So I probably didn't say it all on the video, but I said to it when I wrote him back. From that. But also what I told him is certain things to do. You know what I mean? And you make sure that you're doing it for you and not for her, or vice versa. Make sure you're not pressuring each other into doing something like that. You know what I mean? I remember watching this one movie called Trois. You remember that movie, Trois?
Yes,
remember the movie named Trois? And I forgot who the guy was, but was that Kenya Moore? Was that Kenya Moore in that movie? I think it was Kenya Moore in that movie. And they were like talking about it. They did all of these things to try to, they went to this like a Pandora box type of, I guess it's like a swingers club or whatever. And they finally found someone and brought her home. But the problem is that they did not have any rules or, anything set up for that. And so of course, at the end of the movie, it ruined, their relationship was gone. But I thought, who was the writer and director for that movie? I'm about to say Trey Haley. That wasn't Trey Haley. What was his name?
What's his name? He produced it now. And it's Rob Hardy and Will Packer.
Yeah. If y'all never saw that movie, it's been around for a good 20-something years, but it's a nice black erotic movie called Trois, and they actually had a sequel to that. They actually had a sequel to that. So check that one out. Check that movie out. All right. So anyway, so I told him to first of all, I told him to take your time, but make sure you have someone that that you and your wife can kind of feel, and just don't be bringing no strangers to your home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To bring your strangers to the home. So I want to have a little fun with this. I remember as a youngie, we used to get things kind of mixed up, on our terminology on things that happened in the bedroom. Like we used to say, well, that girl or whatever got a train run on her. And some people think when you say a train, that's a threesome. Right. Or they say, oh, she had an orgy, and sometimes it's only 2 or 3 people, whatever. So I want to school you guys on the difference from Menage A Trois and an orgy. All right, so with the threesome, we know that is, say it's me and 2 other people.
Okay. That's
a threesome. Or orgy is more than 5 people, 4 to 5 people, more than 4 people, basically, in having an intimate sexual encounter together, with that. With the threesome, well, both of them is more consensual.
Right.
Is a more of a consensual thing. You can have fun with it, especially if you know how to do it. Especially if you know how to do it. For me, the very first time I did it, like I said, I had more pleasure in watching my man get pleased by the woman rather for me to be in. Even though I was in with it, I still like the idea of him being pleased rather than me. But then after I had my first scene, then I really was like, okay, I might can do this a few more times. Like I can do this on a regular. But the thing was is that it was always a woman. It wasn't never a guy. And so I wanted to try a guy. And I remember doing this show a few years ago. I remember doing this topic on the show a few years ago. You remember this? And you, myself, and Alexander DeVoe on Chocolate Radio, the live show, and we talked about this. And the thing is, was for me, I was like, why is it that? And I think we had some guests, and we had, people that said it was like, no, they would not want that. They would not want another, for men, right. They would not want another man in that threesome with them. So let me ask you this. Would you mind a man being, be truthful?
I am.
In that threesome, in that threesome, you, your girl, and another man.
Nope.
And why not?
Nope.
You so double standard. And why not?
You ain't got nothing I want to see. That's very, and it is a stereotype, it is a double standard, it is a male show, whatever you want to call it. But most men, they be, yes, I want a threesome, bring another girl in. But you say, yeah, I want to bring another man in. A lot of men, most men, I think like 90, 95 will be hesitant on that.
But why?
It's different reasons. Some men just not into it. Some men would think, okay, this man is going to outperform me with my woman. Shit. I mean, like you say, you brought a woman in with your man and it was enjoyable. But another man come in and he fucking the shit out your girl and you looking like, damn, you might withdraw from the threesome and be like, okay. So
really? But why? When I say this, I am so serious. When I'm looking at every single one of you men that are on here, and I'm like, really, guys? Really?
You know something? And it is, and all my fellas out here, y'all can be like, damn, Mike, why you? It's that male ego, most likely. It's that male ego. I mean, and some guys are cool with it, But the thing is you as a woman,
mm-hmm.
you bring another man into the room,
mm-hmm.
and y'all doing a threesome. What if your man get into it with the other man? How would you feel? Bam, we hit him.
No. Because I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be real about it. If this is something that I knew that my man was into beforehand, yeah.
What if you didn't know?
Didn't know. Because we didn't talk about that. Right. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't talk about that. Right. And that's a part of my tops. We didn't talk about that. So no. My thing is you can have a threesome with two men, and the men don't even have to touch.
Oh, I understand that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand that.
Like there are so many different positions that you could do.
Yeah. My man,
look, I'm trying to talk him into it. Like, it's so many different positions that you could do without a man just being there. Like,
no. like, Rue, I ain't trying to look at them naked dudes.
What Rue would say, I am not trying to look at no other naked dude. Really? That was a good one, Ruben. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. But so for women, it's truly okay. This is such a double standard. It really is.
I see we got a lot of dudes on tonight now. I'm getting some.
Oh, what Super Lover said, nope. Come on now, y'all. Y'all watched a lot of porn and know that can definitely happen. All right, so Jeff, I could not do two women anyway. I'd be lucky to just just to satisfy just that one girl. You know what? Actually, if they can kind of do their own thing themselves, amongst them too. If you really think about that, they kind of take some of the weight off of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
As you pleasing one, the other one could be, and I can't really talk and say this on here, but they can kind of do their other thing with that. And I'm getting ready to burn down the house.
Burn the studio
down. Right. They can probably do some things with each other while you either watch or even you in between there, because you can't put your thing in two people at the same time. Because if it's like that, then you Superman.
Right.
You understand me? You Superman altogether.
You got a whole nother career.
Please. And it's getting so hot in here in this conversation. My incense has burned all the way up. Like I had a whole thing of incense and this is burning it all. So we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna continue on with this conversation. It's your girl Nyomi Banks here. Ask Naomi Bridge the Gap. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks. And Sexy Is Cosmetic is our official sponsor here at Ask Naomi Bridget the Gap. So you guys make sure you go by sexyiscosmetic.com and let them know Naomi sent you. Get a great discount. They are naturally 100% organic, vegan. They sell everything from soap to scrubs to everything for you to keep you sexy always. Sexy Is Cosmetics. Use the code AskNaomi for a 10% discount. Hey, it's the goddess Naomi Banks. And I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. And if you did, please like, subscribe, press that notification button, as well as comment. I'll see you next week. Keep it sexy. Woo! Guess what, y'all? Almost burned us up. Right. Oh my goodness. All right, it's your girl, the goddess Naomi Banks here. Welcome back to Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. This is what we're talking about today. We're talking about a menage a trois. And we're talking about, is it a great idea to add that plus one to your bedroom? Is it a good idea? Yes or no? For some people, I'm going to be very honest. It is not.
No.
It's really not. There are some pros and cons to it, to doing it. If you are in a very positive relationship, that you guys are very sexual, even, each other and looking to, kind of grow in that journey with yourself, sexual with your partner, then that might be a great idea. For those that are not, maybe it's not. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to read a few pros and cons for you guys on this one. All right. The pros of having a pro and cons of having a menage a trois. One is the freedom of sexual experimentation is an important element to a healthy sex life. Yeah. Okay. It's one thing that I say when you get into a relationship and you start to date or court someone, I think you need to start to be honest about what your sexual needs are. You know what I'm saying? And even though you might wait until, say you go all the way until you get married. And you might not have sex until you get married. But I still feel that those conversations need to be had up until that day to know what you do like. You know what I'm saying? What you can experience. And even if you have not done any of those things yet, and say you're both a virgin, go watch some adult movies. Not all of them, but little things that you know what I'm saying? Because some things might scare people off. You understand what I'm saying? There are some movies out there, some film that will scare someone off, So, try to find out what is it that you and your partner like, that you guys can experiment and grow together sexually. Because sometimes in a relationship could go like this and it could go this way. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else has grown sexually into somewhere else and the other was not. Because one thing is that they hide different things. You got people got a porn stash somewhere or whatever. They got their freak nasty books somewhere. How your girl don't want to, look at it. I remember a few years back, when we had the show, and I think we was doing something on sort of like this topic, but I remember a guy called in. And his whole thing was like, I don't want my wife to get freaky, but he cheats on his wife.
Right,
with the freaks, but he didn't want his wife to get freaky, but he would leave the home to go get a side piece on the side to get. And I was like, and you really think that's right? Like, how you know your girl ain't no freak?
She probably is. She probably freaking. Why he going to get freaky?
But what I am saying is that this is where you need to start to being honest with yourself and with your partner, or who you with, your husband, your wife, your lover, or whatever it is. This is where you need to start to be honest about your sexuality, especially in this day of time. You know, I know a lot of people go get tested, which you should do, go get tested about, but also be honest on who your sexual partners are. And, you know, really, seriously. All right, next one is being able to discover and explore fantasies and desires with your partner helps to increase intimacy. Okay. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And why I say that is because, like I just said before, is that you both are growing together. You know what I'm saying? In every aspect. And you cannot have a successful marriage or relationship without intimacy, without sex. You can't. I can't. No, you can't.
I got a question for you. And it kind of go back to the first thing you said, as far as when you meet somebody, putting all your sexual stuff out. Do you think women or men hide some of their sex? I mean, because especially for a woman, you know, when you meet a guy and you dating, do you get freaky with him and tell him all your freaky stuff around, or do you want him to, you know, because in some conception, people might think, damn, she do all that. She's a hoe. I mean, women get stereotyped. They get labeled and stuff. So do women ease their sexual fantasies and freakiness as a relationship builds? You know what, for me, and I'm going to be really, really honest when I say this. You'll be like, lying. No, I am not lying. In every relationship that I've been in, I tell them my fantasies and what I want. And this is before I even got into the industry. And why? Is because I want to make sure that I am pleased. And what you want to be pleased, so you don't go step out on me, so you don't cheat on me. I've been cheated on before. Shit, I cheated on people before. You understand what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I want to make sure that I don't have to go nowhere to get nothing, because we're going to do it here together. But the problem is that folks don't believe in me, because I'm being honest about the things that I want. They might not be. And let me tell you this. If I'm telling you what my desires is and you think I'm a hoe or a slut, then guess what, baby? You ain't for me. You are not intelligent, or you have not grown enough to even know, to understand what my sexual language is. You know what I'm saying? What my intimacy, you don't understand that. So for that, you don't need to be with me. Because so why would I lie and say I don't like this, or I like this, or I don't like this? I'm not being who I am. Right. But also that do give you it, and that's all your right to say, you know, no, I don't want to be with you. Okay, fine. Then you're not for me. As if you say, okay, well, I do A, B, C, and D. Oh, okay, I'm down. Or, you know what, baby? It was nice. We can be friends, but that's not what I want in my life. Okay. But don't be with somebody for so long and you think it's that, and it ain't really that. Then you start throwing everything that you want, you know, in. And I guess I need to ask you, how long are you talking about on, you know, on building this? I think within a 6 months period that you've been talking, from 6 months to a year, that is something that you definitely need to be talking about. Of course. Yeah. I feel that too, you know. But in some situation, men and female, in this case, they female say, oh, we're going to wait till we get married, or we're going to wait till, you know. Right. And, I mean, can people go a year without, you know, go 6 months without no sex and no fantasy, no thoughts of that? And then once they love each other, then once they get to the bedroom, one person is freaking than the other, you know? But that's where you can start to learn
You can start to teach each other. Yeah, your things. You understand what I'm saying? This is where you can start to know, well, what's she like? Well, what he like? You know what I mean? So that's the thing, is we have to stop being ashamed of the very thing on how we got here in this world. You understand what I'm saying? Right. We need to start to educate each other on what, like, I have to tell you what makes me feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, what turns me on, what makes me good, and teach you how to make love to me. You understand why I feel like it should go both ways. Yeah, I feel that it should go both ways all day. You know, I see the comments are blowing up over here. The comments are blowing up. Here, put something out there for me so I can see it. All right, Dean Martin said, I think the worst person to date is a heterosexual. Whoa, that's kind of deep. And I mean, I guess I will, why? Well, I see he says, who your sexual partners he has in the past is a private life. It should not be known to the person that you date today. Just go get tested and play it safe. You know what? I'm sorry, Dean. That one, it ain't that you got to know everybody, but your preference and your desires, that needs to be known. You understand what I mean? For me, it does. I truly believe that it does. Yeah, you had to, baby.
Yeah. You
have to. Yeah, I can't go. I have to. Yeah, I had to. I'm not saying say, well, I slept with 50 women, or you know, or I slept with both men. But I think if you are bisexual, I think you should tell whoever you planning on today, especially if you're planning on having sex with them, you need to let them know, regardless if you go test it or not.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Be who you are. No sharing. Did you really put that? No sharing, Jewel. You said you're not sharing nobody? I hear you, Jewel. Jewel said, I'm not sharing nothing with nobody, nowhere, no how. All right, so Rico Rogers says, what if your partner is square and you are open? Okay, so I'm about to say, so what you need to do is you need to turn that square into a triangle a little bit, start cutting off the ends of it. And I'm so serious, Rico, when I say this. For real, you have to slowly, because the reason why some of them are square is either they just don't want to do it, or they have been shamed of not to do it. So you and your partner, you have to make it to where it feels comfortable for them. I don't know if it's a man or a woman who you are talking about, but you have to make them comfortable and understand that, you know, with your freak level, you know, it's okay. Make it to where it's safe for them to be freaky with you. And that's the thing, is a lot of people are not safe with each other. So we just jumping in the bed with each other, just doing whatever, and we don't even know nothing about.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? No.
Yes. I mean, I know a lot about them sisters. I just knew they were sisters.
That's a new one. I don't think I ever heard him say that.
Hey, young and fun.
Really? Okay, so telling a person about who you slept with plays with their weak mind. You don't want to be with a weak mind person.
Right.
Really, Dean? Do you really want to be with a weak mind person? So that just eliminates them from you. That should be a plus for you. That would be a plus for you. That's something. If that's that red flag. That's that big ass red flag. See, that's the thing, is we be in these relationships that we don't need to be in, you know, and we not being who our true selves are.
And that's the thing that goes back to the last, you know, show about representatives. In the beginning, you got to establish some things when you get to know a person. You know, like it don't have to be deep, all your sexual details, but it should be what you want, what you like. You know, each person should at least put that out there in a sense, you know?
Right, exactly. Okay, here go Dean again. Dean said they will stop bringing up people in your relationship that's not even there anymore. All right, so let me ask you, and I want you to be very truthful with me, Dean. Because what this sound like, and I'm trying not to be too judgy over here, and I'm trying not to make an ass of myself and assume anything. But Dean, did you step out on that person with that person and then y'all got back together? You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
I do.
Did you know what I'm saying? Was that in between a breakup or something like that? Because if it's somebody new that's coming in your life, why are they worried about somebody else? Unless you still deal with those people.
Right. Unless you still have any kind of communication.
Exactly. You keep saying heterosexual people are too possessive. So what are you? Are you non-binary?
No one fights in a relationship more than heterosexual people.
Woo, Dean. Oh, Dean Martin. Oh, Dean. Oh, I'll piss you off, Dean. Them old heterosexual people just pissing you off. God damn.
Somebody got Dean.
Right. I want to know what Dean, who are you? Dean, are you non-binary, like homosexual?
Make us understand.
Make me understand. And I am not being funny. But on a real, but on the real, Dean, you probably need not to be messing with anybody that is not mentally ready. And it's a lot of people that are not. It ain't just heterosexual people. It's homosexual people too, because I have a good girlfriend of mine, my best friend. We like sisters that has been in some very toxic relationships with the same sex. You understand? And actually, I remember a few of my guy friends that are gay, homosexual, and that has been, man, seriously. So it's really the mind. It doesn't have to do nothing with heterosexual, homosexual, or non-binary. No. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with your ability to understand what it is, your needs and your wants, and you being honest with your partner, and you being honest with yourself on what your needs and wants are, and being okay with not having to deal with that person if that's not the person for you.
Right.
You agree with that one? He just shut me up for a second. I'm looking like, yeah, it's the Dean Martin show. Most people have the kin relationship where they don't tell each other, and when they do, they hold it over their head. But see, that's the thing. I don't understand the kin. The most people have that kin relationship where they don't tell each other, that kind of relationship where they don't tell each other, and when they do, they hold it over their heads. That's why. Because you ain't being honest.
You got to be upfront about it.
You got to be upfront about it. I mean, when you talk about this is where we're going to start having sex within the 3-6 months or whatever it is, those are things that you need to talk about to see if y'all compatible and if y'all able to grow together. And what I mean grow together, like seriously grow together, that if y'all do that, you don't have to look outside of that to be with somebody else to please that needs. And then if it gets to that to where y'all open with it, then that goes to something totally this goes into polyamorous type of thing, and then we're gonna have a whole show talking about that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Because I'm still over here burning up a little bit. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back. And then we'll keep talking to Dean and the rest of you folks are over here. I'm gonna do a nice little shout out. So let's go back to Sexy Is Cosmetics. We're gonna come back, talk a little bit more about this, and then keep it going. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess NmW&x, and Sexy Is Cosmetic is our official sponsor here at Ask Naomi, Bridget the Gap. So you guys make sure you go by sexyiscosmetic.com and let them know Naomi sent you. Get a great discount. They are naturally 100% organic, vegan. They sell everything from soap to scrubs to everything for you to keep you sexy always. Sexy Is Cosmetics. Use the code AskNaomi for a 10% discount. All right, It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, and welcome back to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. I am here with my co-host, my dog pound Mike. Mike, what's up, baby?
Oh, we in there tonight.
All right, yes. You know what? I was just sitting here reading some of the comments, and Dean, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for just being so open and just coming with these statements, these questions, these just everything in here. And I see that you did say that you are bisexual. But then I say I'm really what you call omnisexual. All right. So the thing is that, so let me say this, because I did before, but now I really understand why, you have this, why you feel the way that you feel. Just was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I just did an interview. With this great podcast called The Hotspot. And we were talking about how the difference between a woman, lesbian, and gay men, or how women could be bisexual, but men couldn't be bisexual. And I literally had people say to me that just because a man, if he has sex with a man, regardless if he's still having sex with a woman, that he's gay. And I argue the fact, no, he is bisexual. He likes both sexes. He likes both men and women. Those are with his intimates. That's what he likes to turn on. Now, I didn't say that you were angry. I said I understood how your comments were coming and where you were saying about, but you did say you did not like heterosexual people. Now we can scroll down and we can say the worst people to have relationship is with, and you said with heterosexual people. That is what you said. So I only could go off of that energy, baby, but I do understand why you would say that. And I do now let me make sure I say this right. I do understand that why you wouldn't say or tell who you are. But baby, you got to, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that person is not for you. It's somebody for you that's out there that's going to love you for who? For you. I'm telling you, it is. And I'm so sorry because I've been calling you Dean and it's Dion. I'm so sorry, baby. And it's Dion. So let me correct myself. But again, I thank you for even being openly and coming here and just, addressing that to me, because it is. And I guess this is why I did want to, that's why I created the Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap. Yes. So we can come to a better understanding about our sexual being and who we are. So we can better be able to talk about, sexual language to each other, the attitudes that we treat each other, with that, and make sure that we're educating everybody on that. So even with the omnisexual thing, I heard it before, but it was like I was reading something about it. So for me to hear somebody actually say that on here, I was like, wow.
I mean, I like what Dion, like you said, he's being real honest and open about who he is.
Right.
And it is kind of strange because he's being honest about who he is. So it seems like he should be natural to be honest with anybody that he's going to be in a relationship to. And want that person to do the same for him, right?
Let me be very honest. The problem is that when he does say that, whether he's speaking to a man or a woman, and I guess, and I'm thinking, if you were with a woman. So may I ask you this? And I wish we had this email. And I wish I would have known. We could have really had him on so I can really ask him these questions, for you. And I thought I saw something about you. You dated mostly women. Could you scroll down for me real fast? It's right here. Scroll up, some right there. He said, I never cheated on anyone. I've dated. I've had female friends for 20 years. I've dated, and they tell you the same thing, that you never cheated. Okay, now I guess so. In your relationship, I'm assuming, and if I'm making an ass of myself, I'm making an ass of myself once again. Have you ever been married? Have you ever been in a committed relationship as being bisexual? Yeah. Okay, never been. All right. All right. So I had to look up and make sure that omnisexual was what I thought it was and what I ran on. It's and it says it's an evolving related to or characteristic by a diverse sexual propensity. And that's how you always should be. He said, I refuse to date a woman who is not into bisexual men.
Okay.
Which that's what it should be.
Yes.
That is who your standard, that is who you supposed to be with. Someone that accepts you for who you are and don't use anything against you or bring any of those things out, or, you know, and comfortable with who you are and who they are.
Right. But you let them know at the beginning of a relationship who you are, and then they tell you who they are. Right.
All right, so let's continue because I got a little caught up in that. All right, so this is some more pros and cons of a menage a trois. It said the likelihood of cheating is reduced because you both agree to open your sexual relationship as a shared experience. That's another pro. All right, then it says, then this is one of the cons, jealousy between partners. No matter how open a person thinks they are, it can be difficult to see and enjoy your partner receiving pleasure from another person. Additionally, some even become turned off by watching their partner perform nasty sexual acts on someone other than themselves. So we heard Dog Pound Mike, and Dog Pound Mike said, his thing is because he might get out fucked. And I think I saw somebody else say they don't want to see another naked man.
Right. Yep.
I mean, okay. Whatever. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, whatever. All right, and the next one is because sex is such an intimate action, the potential to form emotional bonds with someone other than your partner in a menage situation is also possible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And another one is you run the risk of your partner wanting you to mimic the sexual act of the invited party.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And then the last one is anytime you have sex, there's a potential risk of sexual transmitted disease and unintended pregnancies. All right, so that y'all need to go get tested any damn way. If you bring somebody into your bedroom, you don't bring nobody into your bedroom and they ain't been tested.
And pregnancy.
But those are the pros and the cons of that. This shall go real quick. The pros and the cons of that. And, you know, I did have wanted to read, you know, some of the Ask Nyomi letter that I did have, but I'm not going to do that because we kind of short on time. So what I do want to do is I'm looking through my notes right now, so please bear with me. I wanted to go to my tops. And this is for my first timers, the one who, you know, first timers who feel that they want to kind of get into it. And I know I actually spoke to the young man, and I'm going to call him RS. And he actually sent me a picture of him and his wife. She's beautiful, gorgeous wife. And he says, well, since COVID has, you know, they haven't really been able to, you know, do what they're doing. But he thanked me for, you know, my advice and that they will definitely leave things open to potentially, you know, go out to, especially to the swingers place, to the swingers clubs and stuff like that. All right. So I know I was supposed to tell you about my adventures to the swingers club, but we only got 10 minutes left and I can't, you know, keep on talking. So I want to give y'all my tops. I will give you my tops for my first timers that's doing okay, so let me say this. I am not trying to talk anybody into having no threesomes with nobody, with me or nobody like that. But I know I get a lot of people that do email me asking me these questions. Is there something wrong with them? Can it be done in a relationship? Is it a hinder in it? And honestly, it's both. It can be great for your relationship, and that's dependent on the relationship, but then it also could be a hinder. So if you just joining my show right now, do a replay and you can see that I've given you some pros and cons of of getting into a menage a trois type of relationship. So it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. All right, so here go my tops. And let me find I thought I had my paper. Give me a second. All right, so here is Nyomi top tips for the first time of a Menage A Trois. Number 1, make sure you have clear rules of engagement with your partner. Make sure you set boundaries. Like seriously, make sure you know your do's or don'ts on when you meet this person or how y'all meet this person. You know, is it going to be a one-time thing? You know, there is no exchanging of any numbers or anything like that. Set your boundaries and your rules or how things are going to be played out in that engagement of you having that experience together. All right, number two, discuss what each other is looking for. Discuss what each other is looking for from that experience. Meaning, all right, if we sit down and we talk about, we say, you know what, baby, I want to bring somebody new to the bedroom. Okay, so why? What are you looking for? What are you trying to experience from that? But versus her the same way. You know what I'm saying? Get that, sit and talk about what is that y'all want to share with that person, that y'all want to add on to where y'all can have that experience, that y'all can be fulfilled in that sexual desire. All right, number 3, make sure this is something that you truly want to do and not just to please your partner. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? That means that you do because you want to do and not that you were talked into doing because it's to save a relationship. That's the one thing. Don't do this to save a relationship, because if the relationship is already broken, there is no need to bring nobody else into your bedroom to hinder it even more. So this is not the time to do this. You do this when this relationship is healthy and you just need something else to heighten it. All right, number 4, do your research. And what I mean research, you do your research on idea situations. Okay, I messed up. Okay, number 4. All right, seek other sexual like-minded people. Like they have swinger sites. They have swinger groups. I could go on and talk about my adventures in the swinger club that I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I just watched what I could watch. And in one place I went to, we left real quick. We left really, really quick. So we didn't really get that experience, for that. Right. But I've been in that atmosphere with doing that. And I'm going to be very honest. I actually had wanted to kind of do my own little club or something like that. And that was like when I was, deep into the industry. I was like there. Now I'm all about energy. So I'm not even looking for that anymore. I'm just not. I'm all about energy. And if the energy don't rub with me right, then that's not. But for you guys out there that are trying and y'all want to kind of do that, go to swingers where there's other couples that are like-minded, just like you, that understands. And that even if it's your first time, they will really sit and talk to you through it, help you through, what you're going through or your experiences on that. All right, number 5, I had jumped the gun. We said research idea positions. Did I say have a plan of action? Yes. Do your research. Go look at a freak nasty movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at an adult movie, on a website or something like that. That have different ideas for different positions that you might have. And then I saw that Jeffrey had said at one point in time that he might get tired or might not be able to please 2 women. There are certain positions that you can do that you are able to please 2 women at one time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just do your research and don't be afraid. My thing is that make sure that your communication is open when doing this. Because right now you are bringing someone new into your intimate sexual relationship. And it's just a fantasy that you guys are bringing to life. But sometimes that fantasy needs to be just left a fantasy and just watched on TV. But you yourself should know, if you're being honest with yourself and you're being honest with your mate and your partner, and that is not for y'all, then it ain't for you. Don't do it. Don't force each other. Just keep it a fantasy. Y'all just sit there and play. Go get a dial. Name the dial something. I'm so serious. Go get a blow up dial, and just have that person there in your intimate. If you can't do it, everybody cannot do that. Everybody cannot do that. All right, number 6, we're going back. Trust in each other in your commitment to enjoy this experience. And what I mean by this is that even after you have had this encounter, sit down and talk about what was the experience like? What did they like or what they did not like? Because I saw that even in the pros and the cons that they said, you would start to mimic. They want you to mimic or, anything like that. For me, I don't see it as mimicking. I see it as you being able to tell a person or say, oh, I really did like that. So, and that means that your sexual is growing. So let's do, you see what he did or what she did? Can we do that? Right. And there ain't no knock against that person, but like, this is some shit we just learned together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we learned it together. All right. And number 7, never invite a stranger to your home. Find a mutual public place like a hotel or a swinger club that you can have this experiment with, that you can do this with. And my number 8 that I did not put down here, and I forget, y'all go get tested. Before you go out there fondling with other folks and being in, jumping into somebody's bed or whatever, get tested. I don't care if you feel that you have been monogamous in a monogamous relationship, but not only for yourself, but for that other person that you are bringing into that relationship, get tested. Be as safe as possible as you can be so you can have good, safe, sexy fun. Right?
Yep.
That's all what I'm about. Good, fun, sexy fun. Good, fun, sex. I'm going to do a t-shirt. Good, fun, sexy fun.
Them shirts out there.
Right. Good, fun, sexy fun. That's what I'm talking about. Just do it like that. So that is Nyomi's tops for the first time. My top tips for the first time. For you that want to venture out and do these things. And let me say this to you guys too, because being in a relationship, especially around people, the world is very close-minded to some things. And you have to find like-minded people that understand what you're doing. Everybody doesn't need to know what you and your partner's sexual preferences is. All right, for me, everybody know mine now. Because I'm trying to educate other people and let them know, be open about your stuff, and make that when you open about it, it makes the situation safe. Right. You understand what I'm saying? It makes the situation safe. All right. So let's do it. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with let's do social connection first. Let's do a little social connection. It's real quick with the social connection. Real quick with the social connection. I'm gonna do the social connection. See, we've been social connection. All right, for the social connection. So there were several different posts that I put up for social. And one of them was how many people had a threesome. And I was surprised out of all of it was like 2, I want to combine both of them. It was 50-50. 50, yeah, it was 50-50 on that. Which I was surprised. I was truly surprised on that. My next question was, would you, if your man asks to have a threesome, would you be open to it? All right. So 46% said yes. Okay. Yes. The other 54% said no. Wow. For men, and I said vice versa, the men were like 26% no. No, what it was 20% yes, like 80-something, 82% no. Yeah, it was flip. It was with the men, it was definitely a no. Okay. And it was more, and they kept saying, and which I was surprised, a lot of them kept saying if it's with a woman, because I guess they intentionally thought that they want to bring a man in. So maybe I should have made that more. You should make that more clear for them. So I think that's what a lot of them thought, that was bringing another man into the bedroom. Right. But as we see, a lot of them don't want that, would not like that, to do that. I don't know why, but, And so the last question that I asked, who will be your celebrity threesome? If you can have a celebrity threesome, who would that celebrity threesome be? So I'm going to ask you, Dog Palmer. I think I know one of them. But who will be your... Oh, boy. Well, you said you may know one.
Hallie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that, okay. You know, something I never gave a thought to a celebrity threesome. You know, Hallie would be one.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, I have to think about this seriously.
Oh, wow.
Seriously. Yeah. You know, because Hallie be getting so much attention, you know. Who is your celebrity threesome?
Oh, well, I think I have a few pairs. No, I'm just kidding. So one that I've always liked was Jada and Will.
Okay.
That was one of my Jada and Will. And you know, I've always wanted me some LL Cool J, but I can never find anyone to join me in LL Cool J in my fantasy in my mind. So I think I've always wanted LL Cool J to myself. Right, but now that I'm older, I'm with Jeff. I don't want to be doing all that work, so I want to try to find somebody else who's gonna join me with this LL Cool J.
LL might want too much. LL be like, I doing all this work.
Right, man, we probably both all need a little some young one in there with us.
You could have called me years ago.
Right. All right, but so let me tell you. So when I posted on my Twitter page, I posted on my both of my Instagram page, and it was amazing. I didn't post it. I didn't post the question for me to be. I was looking for other celebrities. All right, right. So this were the top ones, and I kid you not. Myself, me, and Jada Fire. That was a combo. Me and Jada Fire was like the number one combo with whoever it was. The second one was me and Halle Berry. Was the second one. I was very surprised that I didn't see a lot of Beyonce in there, and I didn't see a lot of Rihanna in there. Oh, wow. I seen a lot of what's that? Charlize Theron. I saw her in there. Kim Kardashian there with a few other people. Okay. I saw two Angela Bassett's in there. I saw two Angela Bassett's in there. And I was amazed not to see Jada. And I think I know Jada Smith, not Jada Fire, Jada Smith. And I think why is because she been getting so much blowback from the whole her and Will in the
I know what you're saying, but oh boy.
Yeah, what's his name? What's the guy name?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah. What was his name? He a little singer boy.
I know who you talking about.
Little singer boy, yeah. But I think because they still in my list. They still in my list. They here and then I know who. Oh, I just thought about it. Y'all about to trip me out. LL Cool J and Horace Grant.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Horace about 70 years old.
Hey, but we right behind him. It'll be all right. We have a good ass time though. All right, y'all. All right. So that is the end of our show tonight. I had really, really good fun here. I want to thank all of my guests. My viewers that came in today. I see Charmaine, Naveen. I see Super Lover, Long Life YouTuber. All right, baby. I see you. Dion Martin, thank you so much. Truly, I would love to get to interview you. I for real, I would like to interview you on that topic once. Joseph, thank you, baby. Spider Boost, hey, baby. Jeffrey, hi, how you doing, love? I see you, Dylan. And I'm just trying to just give everybody some love. T Brown, baby, how you doing? That is the Old Chocolate Radio fan right there. I see Van Hessel, 2021. My zine, and I hope I'm saying your name right, baby. Thank you so much for coming in. But make sure Pentakuma, how you doing, baby? I see you. I think I saw who else was that was here. Go up some more. Rico, I see you, Rico. Thank you so much, Jewel. Thank you, Jewel, for just putting in your comments. I just want to continue to keep thanking everybody that came out. But also make sure you guys like, share. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe, put on your notifications and let us know that you want to hear something. We back here next week with some really, really hot topics. Once again, this is your girl, Nyomi Banks here. Dog Pound Mike Mike.
Yep. See you
All right.
next week.
As I always say, be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy.
Hey, it's the goddess NmW&x, and I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap. And if you did, please like, subscribe, press that notification button, as well as comment. I'll see you next week. Keep it sexy.